lads and lore, I thought you may be interested about knowing which paint I am using the most. So that's the topic of this video. In a regular schedule, it's a bit difficult to guess which paint with color we are using the most, but when traveling it can end up quickly really obvious thanks to these big holes appearing in some of our pans in the palette. So recently in Portugal I figured out, oh, but these are the three paints I am using the most, and I think this is quite interesting because it's not just a guess, it's not about trying to figure out which are my favorite, but it's a kind of proven scientifically fact of which paint I am running out the quicker in my palette. So, can you guess it? I thought it could be fun to make it a bit as a challenge or a game, so please try to guess in the comments which are the three paints I am using the most among all of these. Dun, dun, dun. Can you guess it? Is your bet ready? Of course, the link for my watercolor palette setup video will be in the description box of the video, so feel free to check it if you are interested about the other paints I like to use in my palette. So, announcing in no particular order, not sure which one you know at the top or second or... So, no particular order, here are the three colors I am using the most in my palette. One of them is French Ultramarine. For two main reasons, I think. The first one is blue sky, of course. Portugal was such a wonderful weather and I paint a lot of sky, and this French Ultramarine I am using by Daniel Smith is kind of a warm blue color that I really like to use for skies. Just be sure to dilute it well enough, because I made the error in the past to use it a bit too strong and too dry on my skies, and it was quite garish and not so pretty, but nicely diluted. It's a really nice color and make gorgeous sky with sometimes a few granulation effects. So blue sky, blue sky. By the way, don't worry, I am preparing a sketchbook tour for the Urban Sketchers Symposium. I just have to bind a bit the pieces of sketchbook together and to make a few final touches before showing it to you, hopefully this week or next week. But yeah, my sketchbook is full of gorgeous lights and French ultramarine blue skies, blue skies. So of course you need a bit of a paint to cover such a surface of Portuguese blue sky. And the other reason why my French Ultramarine is running out so quickly is also because of mixes, because it's such a useful color to mix, especially with kind of transparent red oxide and burnt sienna of a bit of other color. You end up with lovely variations of greys and brown, so I am using a lot for mixing too. Here is another example of mixing with some French Ultramarine along with other color to grey it down. And here as well, the last day the weather was kind of overcast, so no French Ultramarines for the blue sky, but I used quite a lot to create the kind of greyish brown surface in here. The second color I am using the most, maybe you guessed this one, it's Moon Glow by Daniel Smith as well, which is such a gorgeous, useful kind of dull purple, offering some nice separating pigment. I am using it also for two main purposes. One is a bit diluted to create especially shadows and nice kind of cool shades, sometimes mixed with a bit of ultramarine or sometimes alone on other color. All this shadow in here and all the ground includes some Moon Glow along with some other colors, for example some cerulean blue in here. It's the same in this scene where a bit of the shadow, casting shadow on the ground and also on this facade, a kind of a strong Moon Glow wash. And in here, for example, a bit more diluted for a kind of maybe bluish greyish facade that I wanted, you know, to have an opposition between warm and cool shadow side. Plus another big use for me for Moon Glow is a kind of a dark accent. We usually don't use black with watercolor because it makes a kind of a weird clash with the other colors. At some point I tried indigo, but I thought it was a bit too powerful, maybe not the perfect color for me. So now I am using Moon Glow for all this kind of dark darker line or darker accent I want to add, and I think it's working really well for me. Here the shadows underneath the glasses as some moon glow, and here again in this sketch you discovered probably in my last video, the railing and the shadows on the step I made especially with moon glow too. So French ultramarine, moon glow, two cool color. I think we need a warm one for my last most used color, and this is Quinacridone Gold, also by Daniel Smith. I love this color and I use it quite a lot to try to evoke the warmth of Portugal, and Porto had a lot of really warm facade, kind of yellowish tone. For example, in this painting I just showed you, here I made a kind of abstract to evoke a bit of the view and the warmth of the sunrise on Porto's roof, and so we can see some spots of pure quinacridone gold in here and in other places mixed with other warm color or mixed with goethite here as well. Once again in these sketches they include this warm facade, that kind of glow in opposition with the shadows. Look at that, how this kind of strong quinacridone gold kind of give a rhythm to the sketch and make it pop. And here too, in this example, when I used it diluted for the sunshine part and then stronger for the shadow and giving this sense of light. First it was the color of the pastel de nata, these delicious creamy pastries that you absolutely have to eat in Portugal. So such a yummy, useful color, either all by itself or mixed with other shades. So here are the top 3 paints for me, French Ultramarine, Moon Glow and Quinacridone Gold. And now, your turn! What are the most useful colors on your palette, the one you always ask to buy on YouTube and the pan is always empty and you have to refill it? Please share in the comment as well, I would be really curious to know. Don't forget to click on the little bell while you subscribe so that you get notified about the video and you miss none of my fantastic YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for watching, have a good creative day, my dear. See you soon!